Hello, hi, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking Companions by Series Gaming. That's me, back to game. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. Ah, fuck the wall, God, it's so cold, oh no! And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin! I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it in the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Whore? Bitch? Bitch whore? Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking into the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it in like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guests look behind her, and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, you see him, Shia LaBeouf! The guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch a glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire burns your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake up in a cold sweat. I didn't catch that one. I couldn't see what was going on in that picture. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen? How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need to hear her elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised, after all. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? Karen. Speedrun strats. Max her out. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with her being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would know would be Anatoly. Last summer, Anatoly would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that, then? Karen seems deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You close the door softly. But I wanted a kiss. In this moment of... that was totally inappropriate time to get a kiss. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Good night. Good night. You fall asleep quickly, but only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. This game is cool, dude. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? I gotta pick between the boys? Well, I like Gregor more than Anatoly, so I guess Gregor. That's an abrupt change in music. Hey! Thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. Gregor is more dense than you gave him credit for. Huh. If there's extras, slip me some extra meat. Okay? Gregor will remember that. Don't bite your fucking lip. I'm not your boyfriend. That's Anatoly's job. Oh boy. Going to see how Anatoly is doing. Yeah, I bet you are. With that extra food in you, you got some stamina in you, don't you, boy? Later, you have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check out first? Inside the birdcage. There's nothing in the birdcage. It's completely empty. Inside the birdcage. The bottom of the birdcage is completely spotless. Did a bird ever go in here? No bird droppings or anything. Inside the birdcage. You can tell from the outside the cage it's completely empty, right? Inside the birdcage. You observe that the cage is quite large. Maybe this isn't meant for birds? Inside the birdcage. You look a little closer. You can make out an E, but the letter to the left is scratched out. This clue seems worthless. The nightstand. Onion? Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion! I was just playing with some of the toys in this drawer. You're far too old to be playing with any of them. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need it to attend a secret chompette meeting. Smell you later. Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? A children's toy! Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death is identical to earlier victims with significant amount of blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the 4th victim by the Butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. My favorite reading material for children. You take the bloody newspaper with you. Wait, there was more things to investigate. You bitch. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but they'll soon be begging for more. Hello, it's soon o'clock. It's more time. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Get the fuck out of my kitchen. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have the most pleasant dreams. So pleasant, you have strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, Forge me a new eye, then. You laugh, but then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You could see the beard and his beard and eyes watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backward a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. What a nice man. My eye was giving me trouble, so thanks for removing it. Also, decimating means removing like 10% of it, so unless that poker was really small, I don't think that's what he was doing. You wake to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Look out the window. Do you notice anything? Fucking excuse me? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Do you hear them? The bells? They're ringing! Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Fucking excuse me? Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast. Right? I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck when eating bread. Anatoly ripples in the broth using the spoon. Creates ripples in he isn't eating. I'm sorry for earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Everything is going great. Nothing can stop this optimistic train ride. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. Gah! How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify plants like you. Edible plants. Please, Anatoly. You could swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Harumph. Everyone shuffles off into their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Onion. Hey! Don't be a crybaby. I was not fucking expecting the fucking stock yay sound effect that every YouTuber uses. Now I'm a YouTuber, guys. It's official.
Onion! Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin?
You do not answer, Onion.
Please? Ooh-woo, don't you trust me?
You shake your head.
Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing.
Who would believe that?
There was even a doctor in 1999 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like raw onion left in a room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right?
You can't remember. Could you smell? God, I'm getting so many fucking achievements. Could you smell before you... Could smell you before I even came into the room.
Yikes! So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous.
It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Please?
We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream.
Why do you think I've been using mouse holes to get around? Scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great! Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later!
I will not be helping you, Onion, for I wish to eat Anatoly. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Oh, no fun dreams? Oh, there it is. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food, all those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, no fun flash? I love the flash photography. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment.
Good morning.
Good morning, little guy.
Well, Anatoly,
What's your decision? Got any bad ideas?
I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
Huh. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night.
So that's what that smell was.
Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make your decision.
Why so quickly?
Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Can I talk with Karen? Oh, sweet Karen. Hi. Keep this between us. I'm not giving Anatoly a choice today. No safe words. He's going outside. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Good. Thank you for understanding. Karen cracked a smile. It looks like Karen will remember that. God, she's my waifu. I love her. What's up, bros of Series Gaming? This is when you get to learn that I'm a degenerate. Now, get everyone together for a meeting, and let's get him to leave. You call everyone together to discuss the next steps. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision?
Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise.
Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you.
I'll miss you, big guy.
I'll miss you too, little guy.
Huh.
Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best.
Karen?
Yes?
Gregor looks at you expectantly.
Do you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin, and the relationship between him and Gregor will never be finished. Their copulation, so temporary, so brief. Was their love just that? A brief fucking moment of ecstasy, or did it have something else? Was it true? We'll never know, for Anatoly has left the cabin, and we'll never get to know if they truly loved each other. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. My God, they were gay. Holy shit. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. Where do I sleep? Can I sleep in the bedroom now that Anatoly's gone? With Karen? Can I sleep with Karen? I do not mind her sawmill loud snoring, for I shut my eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor. Found you! Ho ho ho! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Ha 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 ha! Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Ha ha ha! Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from that red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Say nothing. You're fooling nobody with that act. You've never had hearing loss. Let's go with non-verbal answer, all right? Protect Gregor at all costs. No. Does everyone look like a snack to you? Ha ha ha. I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Protect Gregor at all costs. No. Does everyone look at just protect Gregor and say nothing? You're fooling nobody with that. Yes. You nod. Ha ha ha. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell the bread that the pun doesn't make sense. Ha ha ha. I bullied you into this answer. I'm on a roll today. I'll see you around. Bread hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep, thinking about what Bread told you and how he forced you into an answer. I side with Karen, my dude. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down right next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake up in a cold sweat. In a different room? Do I wake up in a different room? I do wake up. You wake up in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cuplet, burning her hands before bringing it into her mouth. Ah! She hungrily devours it before chewing. She grabs another cuplet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted. But he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing the second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Anatoly and Mariah are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. The request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Yes! I knew you would. Thank you. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. Fuck yeah. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid, and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor, it's been a while since you've had some water. Come drink with us. Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly and Mariah. Let us toast to Anatoly and Mariah. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor. Can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What? Eating raw meat is one of life's great gambles. Get awfully sick, or... Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite, with a wince on his face. Trying not to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Anatoly. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house. Anatoly brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. Karen, what did you put in this water? Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. Gregor's eyes start to drop. What the hell was Karen's liquid? I think it's best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you on the couch, Gregor. Yeah? Thank you, Karen. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Man, this game is great. Wake up, sleepyhead. You were having a nightmare. Hey, I see you. What's up? I see you in the back. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Fucking Jesus Christ. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandage him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where are my... God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us when you'd immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. The leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. I don't want any of it to go bad, so we'll have to keep that arm fresh when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. When it's time, don't let her torture me anymore. Please make it quick. I beg of you. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please, consider it my dying wish.
How evil do I want to be? Because I immediately went to go romance the evil bitch, right? Like, I'm telling him I'm disappointed in him. I'm gonna flip a coin. I don't have a coin. I'm gonna flip my phone. All right, heads, I give him a blanket. Tails, I don't. That's tails, baby.
You monster. Let me die in peace. Leave. I don't have any more words for you. You. And you watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You tell Karen that Gregor gave up.
We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now.
Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try and find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair now, so watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait, isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it?
You shrug.
As the leader of the Chompettes, it's important. You find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck!
Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen is slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood off the couch so to save you the trouble. Can I help you?
Have you seen the basement key anywhere?
Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Fuck, I hit the wrong button, but might as well save. Here, so I can get an opportunity to not be a monster later. The cauldron. You hear some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot.
Ah, you found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through, so I guess you'll have to help me out.
Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next, Cabbage?
Glad you asked. Keep it up and you'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time.
You asked Cabbage about the basement key.
Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven.
There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key.
There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one.
You got the basement entrance key.
Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom.
She's making hide and seek far too easy.
Chompettes, find Onion!
Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? I fucking guess.
Found him. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Today, I'm sweet as sugarcane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you from a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? No, she's hot as fuck. You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatolia, and Gregor. But yikes! That's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back.
Onion has joined the party.
Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread? The one and only. Chompettes, let's move out.
Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache, and your face is feeling numb, and your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite chompette, Bread. Don't you loaf me? Ha ha ha. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Harumph!
Bread, we need your help finding Potato. Missed you, big guy. Come help.
I would never leave the chompettes down. Ho ho ho! No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party.
That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread.
Of course!
Wait. Are you drooling?
All 3 chompettes are staring at you.
Are you thinking of eating us?
You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. That was not your voice. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton.
Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy.
You stumble to your feet. Let's, go find Raspberry and never speak of this again.
I think I overheard her by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes, shut the fuck up.
You have 3 chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wriggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door.
Where is she? Oh, you feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps all over your body. She's here. The birds outside turned silent. You could hear a pin drop. You could almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry! Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage.
We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry.
Honest? We need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here.
Raspberry has joined the party. One more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes, let's hide out. All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do? Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring some cutlets up and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't want to betray her, but okay. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked into the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You found a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Tutorial, you're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on an object surrounding the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage! Hello!
Hi. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Haha, maybe you just need to try wriggling a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you excuse me, need to conduct a secret Chompette meeting later. You quickly make your escape. Oh, I didn't... That seemed so cool. I wanted to... I solved it too soon. Okay. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Fucking... Whoa. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack, or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one of the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. I saw you. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Fucking excuse me? Okay. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake up in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this, You wake up in a cold sweat. Fuck, man, this game is really fucking me up. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed to head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Anatoly? You notice something sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you. Please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back on the couch and get the rest of your sleep, but there was another note. Oh. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Potato. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, in that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I could be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share a secret with me? Yeah. You tell Potato the secret. Wow. Didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already. But this is good information to take with me. Thank you. Is that the right thing to tell Potato? It's a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen in a while. How many days have she been down there? You do realize she's probably feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for the Chompets. Just for me. You head for the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head and determine that Karen will be dead in the basement. And since she's dead in the basement, it's time to end this wacky, goofy episode of Cooking Companions. I'll see you guys next time. Whoa.